another big thing that you cannot do if you're trying to improve yourself is you can't pour into other people before you pour into yourself. And what I mean by that is I talk about the importance of this all the time, especially when it comes to men and women relationships. I say all the time it's super important. So I'm just on the type swag to where I'm trying not to worry about women. How I look at it is I have my whole life. I'm only 19. I have my whole life to worry about getting a girlfriend, a wife, whatever it may be. I try and just spend my youthful years on me. So I say that to say, like, a lot of people all the time they're chasing women. I know guys who they live for going to parties, talking to women, getting drunk, and whatever it may be. And it's like you're putting all that energy into chasing these women that may love you, they may not. But think about how you could do all of it. But think about how the person you could be if you put all that energy you spent on those women into yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why you like. I like some people we don't. Nah, I'm just playing. But nah, if you put all that energy into yourself, man, I feel like you could really be a superhuman on this earth. Because if you really break down, get up, bro. Trust.
Man, I definitely agree with what you're saying. But I also want to give some credit to like doing things like that. Like me, especially my freshman year in college, man, I came in like, bro,
came in wild child, man.
Wild. And that's obviously because, I couldn't really do that growing up. But I did that when I got here. And if it wasn't for me making that mistake, quote unquote, I wouldn't have learned as much as I just learned about myself. Even getting into a relationship at this age, I wouldn't have learned as much as I did about myself. So like, yeah, it's really bad to like do that, but you don't learn about life and how bad it actually is and why it actually is bad until you do it. So I would say, don't be afraid of just doing it.
And definitely, I'm also a big believer that you can't love someone else until you love yourself. And that all ties back into what we've been talking about, spending that time self-talking with yourself, spending that time alone. You can't, like, how am I going to build with someone else if I haven't built enough with myself already? So that's why I think that's an important trait to keep in mind if you're trying to level yourself up and improve yourself. What's your second trait second thing for us for the day, Friday?
Second one,
Mr. Williams.
Yeah, it's actually kind of based on like my last point is don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Right.
Don't be afraid to take risks and put yourself in uncomfortable situations, positions. Yeah, because that's really, again, like you're gonna learn so much. If anything makes you feel uncomfortable, that's how you know that's the direction you need to go in. Because if you're comfortable, you're gonna obviously stay stagnant. Yeah. Anything that brings you like personally, like anything that brings me a lot of anxiety, I'm like, bro, I do not want to do that, but I'm like, I need to go do that right now. And I do, bro.
Like what? Give us an example.
Man, I hate performing, bro.
True.
So I remember Caleb, bro. Shout out C Hampton, man. There was this event on campus, and this is my first song that like I made by myself, Poison. This was before it came out, right? He was like, "Oh, you gotta perform." They asked me to perform. I was like, "Oh, no, I don't like performing. I'm not singing live. I sing with auto-tune. I'm not a real singer, right?" But he was like, "You know what? Just go do it." He even signed up to perform just to convince me. I'm not gonna do that. Right. But that's a situation that brings me a lot of anxiety. I have stage fright. I can't sing, nigga. It's like LL situation.
Right.
But I did it anyway, just to like kind of thicken my skin in that realm. If I want to be an artist, I'm gonna have to perform one day. You feel me? So it made me uncomfortable. I did it. I learned what I learned from it, and now I have that experience to where if I have to perform again, I'm not as nervous.
Right. Nah.
You gotta
exactly.
get in those uncomfortable positions.
Exactly. Yeah. Put yourself in uncomfortable positions. Pause. Got to say pause on that because
I got a question for you. Do you have any situation, kind of like, with me performing, like, do you have any situations where, like, you're uncomfortable or, like, make you anxious that you, like, I don't want to do this?
Yes, actually. In regards to, like, this social media aspect, I guess it's so, with the field I'm going down, it leaves so much room. Like, I say all the time, success is kind of defined on views. So, like, I'll put my all into a video, about thinking about it, recording it, editing, whatever it may be, and then it doesn't do the numbers that I wanted to do. And then I wouldn't say it leaves me anxious, but it leaves me kind of like feeling empty. I'm like, dang, I put all that work in for nothing. And then, or it may be it may be also in this type platform, it leaves space for people to give their own commentary, and it may be negative commentary, maybe people like, oh, I don't like what you're saying or stuff like that, but I still just have to believe in myself, what I have going on. I have to go, like you said, like I can't just be thinking about, oh, this person doesn't like my music, or oh, this person doesn't like my podcast. I just have to, I know if I like it, I'm comfortable with the work I put into it, it's good, and that's all that matters, you know what I mean? So that's how I feel, man.
So kind of like digging deeper into what you're saying, like, so are you saying, because this is kind of how I feel with music, like you don't want to be putting so much work into content and people can see that you're putting that much work and it's like there's no views to show for it. That like kind of feels like,
Right.
So how do you like stay consistent with that?
I tell myself that this has actually been big for me recently, because I've been posting videos like every day for the past 2 weeks. Before the lights kind of turned off, so it got a little messed up, but I'm gonna keep on saying what I was saying. What was I talking
about the consistency thing? So
oh yeah. So I've been trying to post videos every day, and like I spend a lot of time on those videos, and a lot of the videos don't really do as well as I wanted to. But what I tell myself is like, one, to enjoy the times right now, because how I picture myself, how I envision my life is gonna be one day where I'm gonna post a video, it's gonna get 100,000 views, 200,000 views, however many views instantly. So I just want to fall in love with the process, fall in love with making the content, have fun, and know that eventually it's gonna be one day that the universe, God is gonna bless me for the work that I've been putting in. Not everything happens at once. Like, you have to keep growing, and there's stuff that I could be doing better, whether it be promoting it, making the content, whatever it may be that can make someone want to view it. So I kind of I have that self-reflection that, of course, like, your time's gonna come. Not everyone's time is right now, but also have that self-reflection, like, what can I be doing better to make this person want to watch me, or whatever it may be. So that's something that just keeps me. And it's also like, sometimes you just gotta tell yourself, even if you be like, bro, no one's viewing this, you still gotta put it out, bro. It's like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Nobody viewing it isn't like you're gonna get high after that. It's just nobody viewed it, you know what I'm saying? But it gets tough, but you just gotta sometimes nothing to it but to do it for it. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine you put hella work. Nobody.
I have, bro. Literally, I have. Only if y'all knew, I have. Dang, y'all seen it? Bro, I'm so distracted. But listen though, like, it's sometimes you just gotta do it. Sometimes you're gonna put in the work, but that's a part of the journey, and that's one thing you gotta fall in love with the journey. You gotta fall in love with the days when 10 people was listening to your songs, or 10 people was watching your video, because it's gonna be one day where it's gonna be millions of people that really are impacted. If you keep going, there's gonna be millions of people who are impacted by what you do. So